One of the best ways to cut back on fat and calories when you roast meats and poultry is to degrease the liquids that are produced during the cooking process. Earlier today, I made an oven barbecue chicken, and in the bottom of my roasting pan, I found a collection of liquids and a few bits of solid caramelized chicken juices. I want to get rid of the fat. Now, there are 3 popular ways to do this. First, you can do it right when you take the chicken out of the oven. Pour the liquids into a measuring cup, and then spoon off the fat that rises to the top. This is immediate and quick, but it's not very effective because a lot of fat is left on the surface of your sauce or your drippings. The second way, which is much more effective, takes much longer. You cool the liquids, you refrigerate them, the fat rises to the top, it solidifies, and then you scrape it off. But that takes hours. My personal favorite is the Ziploc bag method, which is as effective as scraping and as immediate and quick as spooning. It's really very simple. All you do is take a Ziploc bag, and this is a gallon size in a 1-quart measuring cup, but you don't have to have that size or that size measuring cup. And then I put a strainer in it, and then I take my juices from my chicken, and this pan is pretty cool because I roasted the chicken a little while ago, but yours won't be cool, so you're going to wear an oven mitt. And I'm scraping all of the liquid and the little caramelized bits of chicken into my measuring cup through my strainer. The reason I'm using the strainer is because if I leave the solid bits in the liquids, then they will plug the hole that you'll see I'm going to use to get my juices separated from my fat. So now I'm just pushing the liquids through the strainer, and it's a pretty fine strainer. You don't necessarily have to use one that's this fine, but I want to keep the solid bits out. So I'm just kind of pushing all this whole mixture up against the sides of the strainer. And now I've gotten most of those little caramelized bits out. They taste good, but they're not going to be helpful when I separate my layers here. So I want to get every tasty ounce of barbecue sauce and chicken juices off my strainer. Okay, that looks good. And now I lift up my bag, and as you can see, we have 2 clear layers. We have the fat, which rises to the top, and then we have what we're really after, which is the barbecue sauce and the chicken juices at the bottom. So now I'm taking a very long, sharp skewer, and I'm going to punch a hole or 2 or more so it doesn't take forever in my bag. Let's go. Don't disappoint me now. There we go. I have a triple fountain there. And as soon as I get to the end of my juice layer and the beginning of my fat layer, I'm going to tilt the bag away from the hole to prevent the fat from going back into my barbecue sauce. We're getting very close here. And there we go. So I tilted the bag away from the hole, and now I have what looks to me like a pretty impressive collection of fat that I could just throw away. Now I have my beautifully degreased barbecue sauce, and I'll warm it up later and serve it with my chicken. I think this is the best way to degrease liquids.